In this session, we will see about the first method of creating the objects, that is grid method. Now using this grid, we can create the objects of required size, and the grid option we have here in the status bar. If you go to the status bar, in there the second one is nothing but grid. So if you want to switch on this grid, you can directly click here on the grid option using the left button of the mouse. But before switching on the grid, first let me increase the limits, because in the last session we have set the limits as 5,5. Now once again in this session I am going to limits. Always, as I told, the lower left should be 0, 0. So let me go with one more enter. And the upper right corner, now I am going with 100, 100. Then go with enter. And even I told that after setting the limits, immediately we have to go with one more command, that is zoom. So let me go with Z enter and A enter, that is zoom all. And after going zoom all, now let me switch on here the grid. Select the grid here in the status bar. Now what are the points you are able to see here on the screen? These points are nothing but the grid points. So these are the grid points, and using these grid points we can create the objects of required size directly, and I will tell you how. Now let us assume that the distance between any two adjacent horizontal points as 1 unit. If the distance is 1 unit, and if I am starting from this first point, and if I move to the fourth point, then I am going to have directly a line of 4 units. Or if I move to the fifth one, then I am going to have a line of 5 units. So directly you can count the number of points, because as we know the distance between them, so you can count the points and you can create the line of required length. So this is how we can create the objects, just by counting the grid points. So whenever we are using grid method, first we have to set the distance between those points, and then we can count them and we can create the objects. And to set the distances, we can go with grid settings. To go with grid settings, you can right click on the grid, then go with settings. If I select here settings, then it will give me drafting settings dialog box, where we have snap and grid. Now in this snap and grid, here we have the grid, and you can see by default the system is taking X spacing as 10 units and Y spacing also as 10 units. X spacing means the horizontal distance between any 2 points, and Y spacing is nothing but the vertical distance. So both are 10 and 10. Now if I want only 5 and 5, then I can click here and I can change the values. I am making X to 5 and Y also 5, then go with OK. Now look at the points. We got the points now for every 5 unit. For every 5 units it is going to give you a grid point. And switching on the grid is not sufficient to create the objects. The reason is, here directly we cannot pick those grid points. Picking the grid points directly is not at all possible. I will show you an example. If I draw a line from this grid point, and if I try to end here at this fourth grid point, pick that point, then come out of that, and if I zoom that particular portion and if I show you, the line is not going to start exactly from the point. So there is some gap between the line start point and the grid point. So directly we cannot snap, but if you want to snap the exact grid points, then we have to take the help of one more option called snap. Now by taking the help of the snap, we can pick the grid points. Now once again let me go with zoom all, Z enter, A enter. Now we will switch on the snap here. Switch on the snap, and after switching on the snap, look at the movement of the cursor on the screen. Now the cursor is not moving freely, but instead of that it is moving point to point. Point to point means actually here it is leaving the midpoint and directly it is going to the second point when I am moving horizontally. So for every second point it is having a movement, and this is because of the snap distances. Even snap is also going to have the settings, and by default maybe in the snap settings the distance it is taking as 10. That is the reason the cursor is moving for every 10 units. Even if you see vertically also it is moving 10 units. and if you want to move exactly between these 5 units points, then you can go to snap settings, go to the snap, right click, go with settings, and here we have snap settings, that is snap X spacing and Y spacing. Because I am taking grid as 5 and 5, even let me take here the snap as 5 and 5. So specify here, then go with OK. Now look at the movement of the cursor. Now it is going to move exactly the point to point of the grid, because both snap as well as grid settings we have given as 5 and 5. So this is how we can snap the grid points. Now before using this grid and snap methods, first we will learn about the zoom commands. Then after learning about the zoom, then we will start the actual grid method. So let me delete this line. Even let me switch off the grid and snap. Switch off these two. Now there is no grid. Even you can see the cursor is moving freely on the screen because even I have switched off the snap. Now just now we have seen zoom all. So once again I am going Z enter. In the zoom command I have told you only about the all. Now we will complete the remaining options and then we will go with grid and snap. Now the second option here in the zoom is center. Zoom center. Now we will see what is the zoom center. Before that, let me create here few objects on the screen. I am creating rectangles, circles and lines here. Now I am going Z enter, A enter. This is zoom all. Then let me go Z enter and C enter. That is, I want to go with center. For center, the shortcut is C. Let me go with C, enter. Now it is asking specify the center point. Now it is asking to pick a point which is going to be placed exactly at the center of the screen. Now I want to place this lower left corner of the rectangle as the center of the screen. So roughly I am picking this point, roughly you can pick it. And after picking that point, next it is asking about the magnification or height value. And by default you can see the value is 101.1070. The default value always it will be given in the bracket like this. Now we will do one thing, we will take a value less than that. So I am taking here a magnification value of 50, which is less than the current value. So let me take 50 and go with enter. Now the selected point is placed exactly at the center of the screen. If you see this is the screen, then exactly at the center we have that selected point, plus the camera has moved closer to the objects because I have taken here the magnification value as a smaller one. So whenever you are going for a smaller magnification value, then the camera is going to move towards the object. There will be an imaginary camera which is going to watch all the objects. Now here the camera has moved closer to those particular objects. So moving closer to the objects is known as zoom in. The operation name is zoom in. Now here, after selecting the center point and after giving a smaller magnification value, the system has gone with zoom in. Once again we will go with zoom all, Z enter, A enter. Again I am going with Z enter. Let me go with center, C enter. Then I am picking the same point, approximately I am picking the same point. Then now let me give a larger value. Previously I have given 50, which is less than the default. Now let me take the value of 250, which is greater than the default value. Now we'll see what will be the result. Let me go with 250 and go with enter. Now again here also a selected point is placed exactly at the center of the screen. This is the screen, and for the screen here we have the center. But now the camera has moved away from the objects. So when we are going for a larger magnification value, the camera is going to move away from the objects, and when we take a smaller magnification value, the camera will move closer to the objects. So moving closer to the objects is known as zoom in, and moving away from the objects is known as zoom out. So mainly these are the two operations are going to be performed in this zoom command, either zoom in or zoom out. Now here, because I have taken a larger value, the system has gone with zoom out. Once again I am going Z enter, A enter. So this is zoom on. Then let me go Z enter. Now the third one we have here dynamic, but about the dynamic we will see in the next session.